Hello and welcome to English Digest. This is Adam.
And this is Elsie. So we will be talking about clubs today.
All right, yay. I like clubs.
Yeah, me too. And Adam, do you remember the clubs you joined back in senior high school?
Of course I do. I joined the drama club.
Oh, really?
I did. It was exciting to be part of the school plays, even though every time a play came up, I got super nervous about performing. But it was really fun. You got to put on costumes, meet new people, memorize lines in the drama club.
Sounds so interesting.
It really was. What about you?
You know, I joined the English study club.
Of course you did.
Which is very nerdy. It was not fun, but we got to practice reading in English. And sometimes we'd even watch movies in English to improve our listening skills.
Wow, you are so dedicated to learning English.
Actually, I wanted to join the guitar club, but
really?
It was full.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Oh, well, the drama club must have been a lot of fun, right? I think our clubs helped us learn a lot about ourselves and our interests.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. They were definitely kind of like a big part of high school for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we did different things, I think both of us, like you said, learn an important skill.
Wait, were you also on the soccer team too?
Yeah, but that was a team. That wasn't really a club.
Oh.
You had to try out for that. It wasn't something that you could just go and join.
Okay, so you had to be really good to join it.
Yes, you had to be accepted by the coach to be put on the team.
Mm-hmm.
If you just show up and you weren't very good, then you wouldn't be put on the team and you wouldn't be able to play.
So you were good at playing soccer and you were also good at acting.
Yeah, I was a better soccer player than I was an actor. So, everyone, in this unit, we are going to write an essay based on a chart. Here's the prompt. The chart on this page shows the club courses offered by AMC School along with relevant information. Please carefully observe this chart and write an article of more than 120 words that matches the content of the chart. The article should be divided into 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph should describe the information and data conveyed by the chart, while the second paragraph should explain which club you would choose and why.
这里的提示说的是呢，本页的图表是 AMC School 所开设的社团课程以及它的相关讯息。请仔细观察这个图表，写出一篇120个字以上，而且符合图表内容的文章。注意哦，文分2段，第一段请你描述图表所传达的讯息还有资料，那当然就是客观的描述了。第二段呢，要说明自己会选择其中哪一个社团，还有原因。那注意哦，这边第二段你才可以加入自己主观的看法跟选择。那接下来到了 develop and approach 的地方，第一个我们要注意到的是，本篇它是图表写作。图表写作所呈现的是统计数字，也就是 statistics， 还有事实 facts， 还有数据分布的情形。那还有就是调查或是报告的说明。那常见的步骤是，第一个你要分析图表，确实描述图表所传递的主旨，好，这个是很重要的。第二个，解读图表的内容，描述图表中具有意义而且值得描述的数值，或是比较其相对关系。第三个，描述自身的相关经验，适时的加入自己的看法或推论，以呼应主题。那在我们这一篇作文当中啊，我们要加入自己的经验看法的地方，是在第2个段落才要出现的哦。那再来，如同一般的文章起承转合，图表写作的内容也必须完全符合图表中的资讯。首先，你要清楚的理解本图表的主题是什么，所以主题一定要是先看到的，再去看细节。图表当中的统计数字或是符号分别代表什么，在你的第一段当中也可以叙述出来。有没有哪一项比较突出？好，这些你也可以先说明。 那一提示第一段，我们刚刚讲到，你必须要完整的描述图表的内容，需要客观的分析图表显示的资讯，避免添加过多个人观点。那其实呢，个人观点第一段都不要加进来，好，会比较好。那第二段呢，就是将个人的想法再融入到你的写作当中，描述自己选择该社团的理由。那你第二段要加入自己想法的时候，你要看看哦，你的想法跟第一段提出来的客观讯息有没有相关？好，你要提出的是有相关的内容。再来第三个，除了内容流畅完整之外，文法的结构、组织、字词的搭配、修辞等技巧的自然运用也都非常的重要。与其你要去用那种很难、很艰深、很晦涩的单字，可是写起来却不协调的话，还不如你去用简单易懂的字词，还有清楚有把握的句子哦。So now let's look at the chart provided here.
All right, so what do we see, everyone? Well, we see the first is AMC School Clubs.
Yeah, the title
Right.
of the chart is always the most important thing to look at.
Exactly. It's going to tell us what clubs are available and where they're available at. So AMC School is where they're available at, and we know they're clubs, so they're things that we can join.
对，图表的标题非常重要，因为标题就等于是它的主旨，好，主要想表达的内容。再来 on the left-hand side.
Very good. On the left-hand side, we see the first club, which is called guitar. So I'm guessing it's guitar club.
吉他社，对对对。然后呢是 cheerleading squad.
All right.
We don't normally have that here.
Don't you guys, though, in professional baseball, you have cheerleaders, though, right?
Yeah, I think in college they can start doing that.
But not in high school.
Not in high school, as I remember.
Oh, okay.
就是啦啦队。
Not in junior high school either?
没有，应该是大学才開始，應該是 in college.
Okay, interesting. And then the third one we see is photography.
攝影社。所以呢，在左邊我們看到吉他社、啦啦隊，還有攝影社。Three different kinds of clubs.
Very good. And then now we have to look at the location. So where are they?
對，中間就是地點。
All right, so the guitar club is in the music classroom.
Okay, and the cheerleading squad, it takes place in the gym.
Very good, yeah. And then the photography club, it says, two places we see. It says classroom 2B and outdoors.
这种比较特别的有两个地方的，也许等一下在第一段当中可以提出来。再来右边还有 notes.
All right, this is where we get a little bit information about the clubs. So for guitar, it says guitars will be provided.
Oh, you don't have to buy your own guitar.
Right, so you can go to the club and they'll let you use maybe one of their guitars.
That's very nice.
But we have to remember, they might not be the best guitars, so they could maybe be a little bit older. Maybe some strings could be broken. So we don't know what condition they're in, but at least they're provided. You don't have to buy one.
Right.
All right, moving down to the next note for cheerleading squad, what do we see?
We see bi-weekly practice on weekends. What does it mean?
Well, it means you practice every 2 weeks.
每2周一次練習，然後又是 on weekends, 在周末。
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
And moving down on the chart, we see the photography, and the notes it says about the photography club says members must provide their own cameras.
So if you want to join the photography club, you need to have your own camera.
Right.
Not like in the guitar club, they provide you with the guitar.
Exactly. You get a guitar with the guitar club, but here with photography, you have to provide them. And who's to say that, maybe that camera is expensive. Maybe there's rules to follow in the photography club. Maybe you just can't take your phone, right? And say, hey, this is my camera too.
I guess you have to own a camera, a real camera.
Right, and probably a pretty good one.
And then we also see here the clubs above meet every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, okay. So every Wednesday. So in the middle of the week from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
All right, so that's something to be aware about. Does our schedule allow us to do that, or do we have to change things around? All right. Well, moving on. So remember, the first paragraph, everyone, should objectively summarize the data and key insights presented in the chart. while the second paragraph should offer a subjective opinion on which club you would choose, explaining the personal reasons behind your decision.
是的，看完图表啊，我们要再一次强调，第一段客观描述图表内容哦，然后第二段再加入主观的想法。So after looking at the chart, which club would you choose to join, Adam, and why?
I would choose the photography club.
Why?
Well, I think I've always been interested in photography, so I think first and foremost, it's interesting to me. Second of all, it's in classroom 2B, which is maybe the closest classroom to, let's say, my homeroom or my end-of-day classroom.
Okay.
I could say that.
So you also like the location.
I like the location.
Okay.
And I also like that it can be outdoors sometimes. It's not always indoors, so you can get fresh air.
That's a good reason.
And Wednesdays work for me from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The only negative side is, or the downside, I would say, would be that I have to buy a new camera or buy a used camera and get familiar with it.
Yes. So that's the only downside, in your opinion.
Right. Yeah. What about you?
So for me, I would want to join the guitar club. Since I can't play any instruments, I only know how to play the recorder.
Oh, really? Only the recorder?
I think every person in Taiwan knows how to play the recorder.
I thought every person in Taiwan knows how to play the piano.
Oh, no. I don't know how to play the piano. I didn't learn how to play the piano.
Oh, okay.
So I would want to join the guitar club. And because guitars will be provided, I don't have to spend much money on it. So I think it's a good part.
All right, so now let's move on to make an outline, everyone.
好的，到了 make an outline 的部分，我们看到第一段的主题句，也就是 topic sentence 1. This chart introduces 3 new clubs on my school website. 这张图表介绍了我学校网站的3个新社团，主题句出来了。那接下来要什么呢？接下来要 details， 好，要细节。所以 A，all 3 meet on Wednesday afternoons from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. 3个社团都是在星期三下午3点到5点集合。然后 B，the guitar club meets in the music room and free guitars are available. 吉他社在音乐教室集合，并且提供了免费的吉他，所以你会发现这个作者就是一一的把这一些的 details 叙述出来，然后还有 C 是什么呢？
The cheerleading squad meets in the gym with extra practice every other weekend.
啦啦队在体育馆集合，然后每隔一个周末就会有额外的练习，所以我们说是每2个周末一次。
D.Besides meeting in classroom 2B, the photography club also goes on excursions.
What does excursion means?
Excursions means to go out and maybe on the campus or just go outside to maybe go on field trips or things like that.
所以这边说的是除了在 2B 教室集合之外呢，摄影社还会进行外出的活动。
All right, now everyone, let's take and move on to topic sentence 2. It says, I've decided to join the guitar club. A, I ruled out the cheerleading squad since I can't attend anything on weekends. B, the photography club sounds cool, but I can't afford to buy my own camera.
These are 2 good reasons.
Exactly. Those are the 2 reasons why, or at least the main 2 reasons why that person can't join those other 2 clubs and why the guitar club is the perfect fit.
对的，所以作者呢在第2段当中就写出了自己决定是加入吉他社，然后原因有2个。第一个是我排除了啦啦队，我不能加入啦啦队，原因是我周末不能参加任何活动。The author probably has to go to 补习班。And B, 摄影社听起来很酷，但是我负担不起买自己的相机。
And everyone, here's now the concluding sentence. The guitar club suits my schedule best and is affordable.
对，最后他就说，吉他社是最符合我的时间表，而且也很实惠。 好，所以呢，讲完了原因之后，最后再总结带出一次你为什么会选择吉他社的原因。
So the writer of this article is just like you, Elsie.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy a new guitar. You can go there, you can learn with friends and, have a good time and not really worry about, taking anything home and carrying anything to school. Because can you imagine carrying a guitar every day to school or at least every Wednesday? It might be a hassle in the MRT.
Is a guitar heavy?
Some guitars can be very heavy.
Oh, and big, right?
And
so
big.
It's not easy to take it with you.
Exactly. And that's kind of the reason why I decided when I was picking mine, maybe the photography club, because you can have a smaller camera. But again, the negative is that you do have to buy your own camera.
Why don't you just choose to join the cheerleading squad?
Because I am not a cheerleader. I can't jump very high. And
you don't have to be a woman to join the cheerleading squad, right?
No, there's plenty of men that, especially in college, that they're very strong guys that are on the cheerleading squad. And they can hold up the girls that are the smaller girls and they can throw them up into the air and then they catch them. So you do have to be, as a boy or as a man, you have to be stronger when you are a cheerleader as well. So it's for both boys and girls. And both are cool. All three of these clubs are really unique and special in their own way. But everyone, now it's time for our break time, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you shortly. Writing Sample 1. My high school posted a schedule introducing 3 new school clubs on its website. All 3 meet on Wednesday afternoons from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The guitar club takes place in the music classroom. There's no need for newcomers to invest in a guitar, as free guitars are available for use. The cheerleading squad meets in the school gym. On top of Wednesday practice, members have to meet every other weekend as well. The photography club meets in classroom 2B, but it also goes on outside excursions. Cameras are not supplied, so participants have to provide their own. I'd like to join a school club, and I've decided to join the guitar club. My busy schedule prevents me from attending anything on the weekends, which rules out the cheerleading squad. The photography club sounds cool, but I can't afford to buy my own camera right now. When it comes down to it, the guitar club suits my schedule best and is affordable as it provides me with a guitar. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for listening to Writing Sample 1. And in this sample, we find out that the structure is clear and easy to follow. The author first talks about each club and then explains why he chose the guitar club. Each club is briefly described, and the author finishes by explaining their choice based on their schedule and budget.
没错，作者呢，他就先就每一个社团都做简要的描述，一个都不漏掉，然后最后再根据自己的时间还有预算来选择了这个吉他社。那作者也使用了像是 on top of 还有 when it comes down to it 这样的转折词或片语，有助于引导这个读者们去理解他的推理还有想法。那在这一篇 Writing Sample 1 当中呢，我们有几个文法重点要来看一下哦。第一个就是刚刚有提到的 on top of， 好，在我们的作文里面的句子是 on top of Wednesday practice, members have to meet every other weekend as well. 他讲到了这个句子，好，所以呢 on top of 后面加上名词或是 VING 可以用来表示除了点点点还有。那同义的字像是 besides, in addition to, apart from, aside from 好，后面也都是要加上名词或是 VING 也可以表示除了点点点还有点点点。那像是我们可以把 on top of 放在这样的句子当中 On top of doing the household chores, the maid also had to run errands for the family 除了做家事之外，这位女佣还必须要帮这个家人们跑腿办事。And then there is another example, right?
Right. We could say on top of her leadership skills, Tammy was also admired by her subordinates for her generosity and empathy.
Okay, 所以 subordinates 这个字其实就是 employees or coworkers.
Yeah, if she's the boss, if Tammy is the boss, the people that work under Tammy would be her subordinates.
Okay, 好，所以呢，可能是他的下属或者是他的同事。那再来呢，第二个我们要看到的是 My busy schedule prevents me from attending anything on the weekends. 好，这是作者提出来的另外一个理由，另外一个原因。那 prevent 或是 stop 或是 keep somebody from doing something 或是 from 后面直接加上个名词，表示的就是使点点点免于点点点，或是阻止某人做某事。那我们可以放在像这样的句子里面，Shyness and a sense of distrust prevented the new student from fitting in with his new classmates. 害羞和不信任使得这位新生没有办法融入他的新同学。那另外我们比较一下哈，这个 avoid 这个动词也是避开或是避免，可它的用法是主词出来之后 avoid 后方直接加上名词或是 VING。那其中呢 avoid 和后面 VING 做这个动作的主词是同样一个人哦。好了，那接下来第三个点点点逗点之后接 which rules out the cheerleading squad. Rule out 它表示排除点点点的可能性，或是把点点点排除在外。How can we use this phrase?
We could say the DNA test ruled Stephen out as Nicole's biological father.
基因检测排除 Stephen 是 Nicole 的亲生父亲，所以你也可以把这个片语拆开，中间加一个人的话 rule somebody out 那就是把这个人排除在外。好啦，那接下去我们要来听听看 Writing Sample 2。
Writing Sample 2. This chart shows some of the social clubs that students at AMC School can join. It includes the locations where the clubs meet and some notes about the clubs. We also see that all the clubs meet on Wednesdays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The guitar club practices in the music classroom and provides guitars for its members to use. The cheerleading squad gets together in the gym and has extra practice every other weekend. The photography club meets in classroom 2B, but also goes outside to take photos. For this club, members must bring their own cameras. I've decided to try out for the cheerleading squad. I like the fact that they meet on weekends, as this makes the club seem more sociable. I think it'll be fun to practice on weekends, as we can go out for meals together afterwards as well. Also, having more practices means we'll get better more quickly. The photography club sounds interesting, but I don't have my own camera right now, and I can't afford one. I'm not good at music, so I'm not really interested in the guitar club. Considering all these factors, joining the cheerleading squad seems like the perfect way to make the most of my school experience. Welcome back, and thank you for listening to Writing Sample 2. And this writing is very clear, very well structured, and effectively conveys the author's decision-making progress. The first paragraph gives clear, objective details about the clubs, including meeting times, locations, and requirements. The second paragraph shares the author's personal reasoning for choosing the cheerleading squad with a smooth transition between the two sections.
没错，两个段落之间逻辑相当流畅，而且呢，可以帮助读者理解作者的思考过程。那他用到的一些单字呢，跟片语我们也可以来讨论一下。比如说第一个 sociable， 好，这个形容词很好用哦，在写这个比如说社团啦，或是交朋友的文章当中，好，可以用到这个字，它就是爱交际的。
So an example we could use would be Sarah is very sociable and enjoys meeting new people.
Would you say you're a sociable person?
Yes, I think I'm an outgoing and sociable person where I like to talk to new people and find out and do new things. Would you say, this is the better question, Elsie, would you say you are a sociable person?
I was going to say, on the other hand.
Oh, okay, on the other hand, yes.
I'm not outgoing, so I can say I'm an introvert.
Yes, you're more introverted.
比较内向。然后呢，这个 I don't like to socialize with people. I like to be personal. Can I say that?
Yeah, you could say, or you could just say, I like to spend most of my time inside my house and not be sociable.
啊，就是不是太 sociable 我啦。But Adam, on the other hand, he's very sociable. Okay, 那还有第二个是 considering all these factors. 好，这个是一个很常用的片语。用来引入一个总结或是结论，表示在思考了所有的情况或条件之后，得出了某个结论或是做出了某个决定。好，那我们可以说 Considering all these factors, I've decided to choose the guitar club. 好，这个就是作者在第一篇当中他的结论，对不对？他说考虑到所有的这些因素，我就决定选择了吉他社。那还有另外一种表达的方式是 taking all these factors into account.
And we could say, taking all these factors into account, I've chosen the cheerleading squad.
考虑到所有这些因素，我选择了啦啦队，所以这些都可以用来当做 conclusion, 带出结论的一个用法，好像是刚说到的 considering all these factors, 然后把结论带出来，或者是 taking all these factors into account, 然后逗号再把这个结论写出来，就可以完成你的文章了。
Now, going back to our original talk between me and you, what would you say? Considering all these factors, are you still picking the guitar club?
Yes, I've chosen the guitar club.
Okay. Now, for me, after taking all these factors into account, I'm changing my decision. I'm moving with you to the guitar club.
Okay, but when you are really writing an essay, you cannot do that.
Exactly. You cannot do it after you write it and you put it all down. You want to stick with your original decision.
对，如果是在写作文的时候，拜托你不要前面写一写说我觉得那个吉他社太好了，然后最后你说我决定加入啦啦队。这个是完全扣分的，好，不能够这样。
And that's why that brainstorming process is so important, because it really filters out where you want to be or what you want to do.
Yeah, and makes you focus on one single choice.
Exactly. All right, well, everyone, that's all the time we have. My name is Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.